Hey guys, it's Bubbly. Welcome back to the channel. As always, super excited and grateful to have you joining me here today for the Lakeside Retreat speed build. So this house was built in Willow Creek on the Civic Cliffs lot. It's a beautiful lot. I've never really built a family home or any type of home on this lot. Usually I keep these as the community lots because that's how they are. When you start a fresh vanilla game, it's all the community lots. I think this one in particular has the library or museum, or I'm not sure which one it is. It's either a library or a museum. I think it might be the museum. Anyway, but normally all of the lots that are in this part of Willow Creek are all the community lots, and usually this is where I build my community lots that I do for my game. But I decided to put a residential over here because this lot is quite pretty. It's right by the lake. It has some pretty nice views, and actually the street that it's on, if you are checking out how the street looks, it's pretty nice. Like, it looks like a neighborhood to me, not necessarily where you would put community lots. So this is where I decided to build this house, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I was going for a cottagey type of feel, but I didn't want it to be a small house. It's kind of got an updated, more modern feel to it, and it definitely feels like it's kind of in a woodsy area, maybe in the mountains. Although I didn't use any of the terrain tools for this build, there is quite a bit of trees and bushes and flowers that end up around this house. It looks pretty nice. It looks like it's maybe slightly secluded, but then just off of the backyard, you have the shore there, as well as like a little park area where people are passing by. So it's a really cute lot. I really liked it. I had a great time building this house. I tried something different with the roof. Not exactly sure if I did it the best way possible. I wanted it to have a bit of a glass section in it, so I attempted to do that. Not something I've tried before, not 100% that I've done it the best way, but it turned out pretty good. I like it. I might hit up one of my friends who is a roofing guru to have her take a look at it and give me some tips and pointers, because I have a feeling that there was probably a better way to execute the look that I was going for. I just wasn't exactly sure how to do it. But this is what I came up with. I don't think it's terrible. I like it. You guys let me in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you like it, if you think it turned out okay, or if I totally missed the mark on the roofing. So this house has 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. 3 of the bedrooms are on the second level, and then there's one like guest bedroom on the main floor, as well as a half bathroom. And there's also a really cool like sunroom, library type room at the front of the house. It has some really large windows on a corner, and then some smaller willows. What the heck are willows? Hello, words. Windows on the other wall that's adjacent to it, so it gets tons of light. And so I put some of those larger bookshelves in there, or actually there's only one, and then I put 2 smaller ones on either side of that, and then some seating that faces the windows. So it's a really cool room to just sit and hang out in, read a book, or just chat with a friend, catch up, sip some coffee early in the morning would be amazing. Having that type of room here where I live in the summertime would be deadly because it is entirely too hot to be sitting in a room that is mostly made out of windows. Yeah, no, not gonna happen here. Not for me, but in the wintertime here, it would be definitely manageable. Our seasons here are pretty well, our summer here is pretty extreme, and then winter is fairly mild. Like today, it was close to 70 degrees. So yeah, we don't really get that cold here in the winter time, which I kind of am sad about. Where I originally grew up, we had some full-on winters with snowstorms and school closures because of snow days, which was always the best, waiting for that school closure when it's snowing. But now that I live on the West Coast, don't really get much of that at all. It doesn't snow here at all whatsoever. So I kind of miss it. I never thought I would miss it, but I do kind of miss it. I'm kind of wanting to visit a place where it gets cold, it snows. I want to put on a cozy sweater. I want a fireplace and hot cocoa with giant marshmallows and a blanket, and I just want to chill. Like in a winter cabin, something like that. It sounds so amazing. I want a winter vacation. Most people, when they go on vacation, they want to go someplace tropical, sunny, where they can relax and maybe sip a drink on the beach. And I'm longing for winter, snow, and fireplaces. So yeah, I think that's just because I've been living here for so long that I couldn't even tell you the last time I actually experienced cold weather. Now, once I actually am in it, I might change my mind and decide that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. But I won't know until I do it, right? So anyway, in the kitchen, I did a breakfast bar that is again in a part of the kitchen that has those really tall windows. So there's tons of light coming in there. And then across from that on the other side of the kitchen is the actual formal dining room. So I use a lot of big windows on the main level of this house. I wanted it to have tons of natural light flooding in, and I just like the idea of having those views from those really large windows that are not obstructed by like curtains or blinds or anything like that. So I did not put any of those on those larger windows. I did put some on the smaller ones, but honestly, you guys, I don't like the options for curtains and shades and blinds that we have in this game. I really don't. I do not like them. I think the swatches are difficult to work with. I would prefer some more neutral tones and less crazy patterns, although some of them are really pretty. It's just tough to make them work in a build unless you're starting with a room and using those particular patterns as your base and then working out. I never do that. So I always start, I think when I build, I kind of do it maybe in an odd way. I always start placing furniture pieces, not really sure which ones I'm wanting to keep, and kind of figuring out how the floor plan of that particular room is going to be. And then once I get that done, then I decide what colors I want everything to be, what color the furniture is going to be, and then what color on the walls is going to complement that. So I kind of feel like that's backward. Like maybe I should start off with the colors on the walls and the flooring and then build on top of that, but I never do. So, and sometimes it bites me in the butt when I do that because I pick colors and options for my furniture and then I have a hard time getting the wallpapers or paint and flooring to match with it. So, you live and you learn, right? So, let's see. In the back of this house, I did not do I didn't do a garden area or like a green grassy area. Normally in my houses I tend to put tons of grass. I've recently been doing like the two-tone grass, which I really love how that looks, but I opted for pretty much no grass in this build. So there's a lot of stone around the house, and then just around the perimeter is where all the trees and bushes and plants are, which I really liked how that turned out. Thought it was cute. And then I think you'll see later on in the video, I put a fountain at the front. Did we pass that already? Not really sure. Wasn't paying attention, but there is a fountain that I added at the front of the house that has that little frog that spits out water from its mouth, which I thought was so cute. I tried to put the fish there, but I just thought it was too big and like awkward looking. It didn't really match with the house. The frog definitely looked better to me, so I added that. I put a couple of those lily pads to float in the pond, and then capped it off with a nice trim around it. So I really liked how that turned out. Thought it was pretty cute. And then the mailbox for this house is kind of away from the house because I didn't want to put it in the front because I felt like it was taking away from the vision that I had for this house. So I decided to put it off to the left side of the house next to the trees. So your sim will have to walk a little bit just to get the mail, but it's not too far. I mean, it's right there on the property, but it is not close to the front. Well, I mean, it's not terribly far, but it's not right outside of the front entrance or the front steps of the house. So there are 2 full bathrooms on the second level of this house. One is attached to the master, so it's an ensuite, and then there is another bathroom for everyone else to share. The 2 bedrooms other than the master that are on the second floor. I did one that could be used for a teen or a young adult. I didn't put a ton of clutter items in there. That room has like a meditation, a little meditation thing, corner of the room so your sim could meditate, and I think there's a guitar in there. So I was thinking about a sim that was maybe kind of earthy or maybe slightly on the hippie side. That type of sim would live in that room. And then the other bedroom I did for children. I made it a double room, so there's 2 beds in there, tons of toys, and then there's also a desk, and then there's, I believe, a playhouse in there as well. So there's tons of toys for the kids to play with in that room. And then in the hallways on the second story, I put lots of plants. I used quite a bit of items from the Laundry Day pack in this build. I think I used Laundry Day, and probably Cats and Dogs was another one that I used most, or the majority of the items that were in this build came from. They really worked well together, and I liked how those items went with the exterior textures that I put on this house. So I love the colors, the dark with the white, giving it just that crispness. And then there's some pink roses that are climbing up the house with the other greenery. It just turned out pretty cute. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys are too. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you do, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have ideas on other builds that you guys would like to see, because I would like to do that for you. So if you guys would like to have this build in your game right now, you can look in the description and there is a link so you can grab it and have it in your game the next time you log in. Or if you want to just download it while you're in game from the gallery, I am Bubblyzen over there on the gallery if you want to give me a follow, or hashtag my name Bubblyzen if you just want to look for this particular build to download. So you guys, Christmas time is right around the corner, and for some reason when Thanksgiving hit, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna be super prepared, ready to go. It's Thanksgiving. I've got just over a month to get myself ready for Christmas. I got this. I'm gonna be organized. I'm gonna be done early. I got this. That was my thought process. And did I follow through on that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did not. And part of the reason is because I never know what to get my family for Christmas. They are so hard to buy presents for. So I spend a lot of time trying to figure out, what should I buy? What should I buy? What do they need? What would they like? What do they want? They don't need anything per se, and it's just, I think I overthink it. I think my problem is I overthink the gift buying process because I want it to be a meaningful gift. I want it to be something that they're gonna use, gonna enjoy, and that, it's something that they really like or really would want. I hate giving people gifts that are, just a gift. Hey, here's a mouse. needed to buy you a gift, so I got you a mouse. Merry Christmas. I don't like doing that kind of thing. So I try to put a lot of thought and effort into the gifts that I'm gonna buy. But then I think sometimes I tend to overthink the situation, and then I kind of stall. I stall out. I'm like frozen, don't know what to do. And then here we are, last minute, trying to figure out gifts, going shopping. And you guys, hitting the stores now, this late in the season, is a nightmare. So I did some shopping yesterday. I picked up a few gifts yesterday. Came across some really great items, and for one person in particular, not gonna mention it just in case somebody might be listening to this video. You know who you are. But I did pick up some really cool items that were unexpected and found in a place that I really wouldn't have given a first thought to for finding presents. So that was pretty exciting. I cannot wait to give those presents away. Giving presents is so much fun. I love seeing the excitement, the joy on people's faces when you give them something that they really like or really have been wanting, or something they didn't know they wanted, but now they're super glad that they had. So that's always the effect that I'm going for when I buy gifts for people. But it can be difficult. But I am determined. I have one more person to, actually no, I have more than, oh goodness. I need to start making a list and writing things down so I don't forget anyone, because that would be a disaster. So anyway, you guys, comment down below and let me know, are you done with your Christmas shopping? Do you enjoy it? Do you do it all online, like from Amazon, or do you hit the stores and do it the old school way? Or are you like a Black Friday shopper and you did all of your shopping Black Friday and you're completely done? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear how your guys' holiday season is progressing. So as always, you guys, I really appreciate you being here. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, this is your first time here, thank you so much for sticking around. And if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm releasing brand new content. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.